Hey guys, and welcome back to the second part of my CPDLC AOC tutorial. And now in the second part I would like to show you the CPDLC functions of the software, and thereafter in the third part we will continue with the AOC menu. Okay, um, I already started one MCDU and one DCDU, so we can now enter the CPDLC menu via the ATC COM key or in the MCD menu in the Atc line select key. And then we select ATC menu, and here we see all the CPDLC functions. So first of all, we have to establish a connection to an ATC station. And to do so, we go to notification. And first of all, I have to start the CPDLC station. I will start it on a second monitor on my computer here, so you won't be able to see that. I don't think it's worth to show to you because it has nothing to do with the software itself. If you would like to know something about that, then you can check that on the hobby page or read the documentation. So the ATC station is running now. Its call sign is Maastricht, which is Echo Delta Yankee Yankee. And first of all, I have to enter a flight number. If you're using GL-FMGS, you won't be able to enter that number here because it reads the flight number or the call sign from GL-FMGS. So it does that automatically as soon as it finds that GL-FMGS is running, so you don't have to care about that. I simply enter LTU 7420, which is usually an air balloon flight from Berlin Tegel to Chicago O'Hare. So LTU 7420, ATC center is Echo Delta Yankee Yankees, and we click on notify. So notifying takes now a couple of seconds. Oh, just waiting. Okay, and now Echo Delta Yankee Yankee is listed as notified, so the notification has been successfully. I pull the ATC station, and yeah, request log on, accept log on. So okay, already active ATC, and now we have a connection established. You can also see that on the connection status page. It now shows Echo Delta Yankee Yankee as active ATC, and we could disconnect that, but we don't want to. Okay, that's now the first step to establish a connection. So let's simply send an ATC request. We can quickly browse through the pages for the lateral request, direct to star request, heading, weather deviation up to offset, start at ground track, when can we expect back on route. If you enter a value or select an option, then all fields erase comes active. You can erase that, or you can add a text. If no option is selected, then this message here appears. Oh no, there's no second page. But when can we expect higher altitude, lower altitude, cruise climb to speed range, back en route. Vertical request has 2 pages, climb to descend to, both with a start at, which can be a time or waypoint, altitude, speed. Again, when can we expect higher and lower altitude, when can speed. And on the second page, block altitude, cruise climb to, VMC descent, speed range. Again, when can we expect cruise climb to, speed range. Other requests, voice contact, own separation, VMC clearance. Yeah, these are the 4 requests we can send. So first of all, I send a vertical request request with a climb to flight level 330. So we entered it, flight level 330, and yeah, now the star has been appeared. We can click here to ATC Request Display to transfer this request to the DCDU. Okay, so you can see the time here to Maastricht control. The message is open, so here you can see the status, the station related to, the time, the message, and then you have some so-called soft keys. The options differ from message to message. If you have multiple messages, you can scroll through the messages by clicking on message minus and message plus. Same with pages. If a message contains multiple pages, you can also print that. I don't want to do it now. Or you can, same for MCDU, you can dim that here. Yeah. So if the message has a background is highlighted, in this case with cyan, then it means it's a downlink message. If there's no background, it means it's an uplink message. So we click on send, sending. The page has been completely cleared, so it became green. Takes a couple of seconds. Okay, sent, and we can close that message now. The last message that has been closed can be recalled by pressing the recall key. Yeah. And then you can see here the recall mode. You can close it again. So I'll pull now the ATC station. I got a request. And I sent an uplink message. With the time, let's check the time we have here. It's let's take at 12:34 Zulu. Need 35 Zulu. Client to maintain flight level 3. Okay, uplink message has been sent. Takes again a couple of seconds. And I send a deferred clearance. So ATC message is now flashing. After 15 seconds the sound starts, but you can cancel it immediately by pressing once on the button. Okay, 12:33 Zulu from master control, open, reply to. We get that reply line always when we send a request. So the deferred clearance is that this time is now visible here. So we didn't get the clearance already now, but at now in 2 minutes. So I agree that. I click on Wilco. So now the magenta color means it's monitoring the time. Send. And monitoring means it will recall the message automatically 30 seconds before the clearance gets valid. Okay, now we already got that because okay, it's 34 and 30 seconds. So and when it's 12:35 Zulu, the time will get green. Let's have a look. Should get green in a couple of seconds. Yeah. Okay, that was the reminder now. Close that and we can climb to that level. So now I send immediately an uplink message. I will send when can or can you question. When can you accept flight level let's take 360 send. So now we get again the flashing button. Okay, when can you accept flight level 360? If a message with the keyword when can you arrives, then it automatically generates a downlink message. We can accept flight level 360 now. That is the time of now. So if you like, you can immediately send that, or you can select cannot. Can I accept flight level 360? Or we can cancel it, or we can modify that. So MCU for modify, and then we get this here. This message modify page, we can again select cannot, or we can accept, but at another time. Let's take 1240 here and ATC modif display, and look what happened. We can accept flight level 360 at 1240 Zulu. Okay, let's set this. Okay, let's send another message. Let's send a lateral request. We request a weather deviation up to 20 nautical miles to the right. And let's add a text. Yeah, due to, let's say, turbulence. Now click again on request display. Request weather deviation up to 20 nautical miles right of route due to turbulence. So you can add text. I can cancel this, or you can also add a free text. I will cancel this, and again 20 right. Oh, wrong page. Lateral 20 right. Text due to CB. Press display. Yeah. And now you can also send this message down. Okay, let's assume we want to descend. We can send a when can we expect lower altitude. When can we expect lower altitude? Let's send this. And I will simply send an uplink message that contains just an expectation. So, polling the messages. When can we expect lower altitude? Vertical expect descent at position Cola. Okay, uplink has been sent. Okay, reply to expect descent at Cola. Roger. Okay, it's not monitoring the value Cola now, the position, the VR Cola near Cologne, as it is no clearance, it is just an expectation. Okay, a special page is the emergency page, which contains also downlinks, but for the case of an emergency. Let's send the Mayday voice contact on 121.5, and we are descending to flight level 100. Okay, Mayday, 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 descending to flight level 100, request voice contact 121.5. So that's an emergency message you can send. Another thing is you can send reports. We can do a manual position report. So if you are using GL11JS and you're connected to a flight simulation, it will automatically fill in most of the values here. But for sure you can do that manually too. At least you have to fill in these parameters here. Let's assume the present position is Copac. At time, let's have a look at the time. It's in Zulu. Time slash flight level 330. And with at least these three parameters, you can also send a position report. But it looks much cooler if you have all these parameters, these fields filled in. So all messages are stored in the message record. Let's have a look. Here, already 2 pages. So this was the latest message. Let's take this one. It's when can we? It is the when can we expect lower altitude message. Yeah, you can find all the messages here in message log, and you can print a single message, or you can also print the entire message record with this. Another cool feature is the ADC. You may know about ADS when you know about flightradar24.com, which uses ADS-B. ADS means automatic dependent surveillance, and the aircraft automatically reports its position. We can see the status here on the connection. Okay, yeah. Luckily, we now got this message. We sent a downlink 5 minutes ago, but we did not receive an ATC reply, so you can see that now how that works. If you don't get an ATC reply within 5 minutes, then you get this reminder with the status no ATC reply. Pretty cool. Okay, let's go back to the ADS. You can see the status on this connection status page. The ADS is armed. That means an external station can connect to you and can receive ADS messages. If we don't like that, we can set that to off, but it's armed by default. And if an ADS is connected, then we can see the ADS connection on the state detail page. So let's simply connect. Okay, now I connected an ADS station, so you can see ADS is connected, and we can access the ATS detail page, and we can see that LTU ops has been connected. And also on the DCD you can see that line here, ADS connected, and in the brackets the one means one station is connected, and up to 5 stations, I guess 5 or 4, yeah, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 stations can connect here, and we can force the disconnect by that. Okay, let's do an ATC transfer. So that means we will fly in another airspace, and Maastricht Echo Delta Yankee Yankee is not responsible anymore for us, so they will send us more or less a contact message, but this works differently here. So I have to in the ATC client, where is it? Yeah, there it is. So let's transfer to Shenwick. Okay, takes a couple of seconds until the message arrives. Have a look at the next ATC line. Okay, next ATC is Shenwick, Echo Golf Golf X-ray, and we already got that here. Close. And now, as soon as the current ATC close the connection, will automatically transfer to the next ATC. I will send an end service now and have a look what happens. Oh, happened immediately. So end service, and Shenwick is active. Okay, the last thing I would like to show you is the depart request. So we can see that the ATC menu has two pages. Let's go to the second page and select Depart Request. So let's fill in this here. LTU7420 is correct. AOC type is known A330-200. ATIS is Alpha from to Echo Delta Delta Lima, which is Düsseldorf in Germany, North Rhine-Westphalia, to or better, let's take Berlin-Tegel, because it's a real flight. Tegel to Chicago here. We're standing at position 1. Yeah, ATC depart request display. Okay, now we get this. Departure request LTU7420 from Echo Delta Delta Tango Gate 1 to Chicago here. Kilo Oscar Romeo Delta 8 is Alpha. AC types the A330-200. Let's send this. By the way, if you have multiple pages, you will only be able to send a message if you have reviewed every page. So if you have 2 pages, the send key only comes active if you click once on page plus to review the second page. Okay, I will answer this message now. Okay, I already got it. I have to fake some parameters here. Okay, I now sent the answer. Let's wait for this. Depart clearance number 1 from Echo Delta Tango Delta Tango to Chicago Hill. Please notice, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, that acknowledge is not active yet. I have to click to the second page so that it can become active. Okay, so you can refuse that for sure. Contact ATC by voice. Refuse not supported by data link. Or you can acknowledge that. Acknowledge and send. So this is an IFR clearance. So now when the message has been sent, do not close this. Wait for confirmation. I will send the confirmation immediately. And this will change now. Whoop. Depart message. Acknowledge arrived. Okay, that was everything regarding the depart clearance, and yeah, the second part is over now. I guess these are the main features of the CPDLC functions of the software. There are much more features that you can discover. Feel free to simply try and error and enjoy it and experiment a little bit, because there are so many features. I cannot document here every single feature. So see you in the next part.